One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Seminoles have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll try the run. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, you start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And the Sun Devils come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, still going. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Wants to go up top on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Off the play fake. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Fires to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Got his man downfield. Powers through. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Man, this tight end, he is like a receiver once he has the ball, isn't he? He's so elusive. He can make people miss. He's got some wiggle, and he's got some speed. This defense, they have their hands full trying to bring this guy down.
To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Touchdown, Arizona State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it out with a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Working from the pistol. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. There he goes. He's at the 40. He's already got 46 yards rushing now. What a way to start this season.
This offensive line takes a lot of pride. They're very good at communicating, and they love pushing fronts around. You're seeing it on that last play, breaking off a long run, doing it early in the season in the opening game. That sets the tone for this offense.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Power football with the run. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
As as a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass, really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Trying to beat him to the left. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
To the air, it's Levitt. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Man, that is how you bring the wood. Great job by the defense. He only gets a yard, and he makes him pay for it with a nice physical tackle.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. With the catch, it's Robinson. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter.
Arizona State 10, Florida State 0.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give is to Williams. Creates a little room. He now has 61 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. he was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to it, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Let's see what they've got on second down. The handoff as they run the counter play here. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense. But
and let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Seminoles are rolling down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
This time they'll go to the running game. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Fires to the big fella. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And it makes it so hard on the defense trying to stop these guys because they're not just throwing it to wide receivers in the passing game. They've got a huge weapon here at tight end, and he just shows you how difficult he is to bring down after the catch.
Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected.
Touchdown, Noles! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Takes the handoff. It's Udo. Defense defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to pass, it's Levitt. Quickly to the tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
From the gun, running back gets the give. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Moss. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop.
They'll give it to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass. It's Levitt. Bringing the heat. Fakes the grab. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires on the move. Finds a man on the right. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
And you want to run the football, right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Castellanos. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Arizona State! How about this defense taking one back to the house? Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The Sweet Feet buy a little time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
To do here on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds his tight end. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. The short hands, it's Robinson. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going to sling it on second down. Caught close to the marker, it's Webster. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Noles getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man, it's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Corner's going to give them room. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Unleashes one deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Sun Devils will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Castellanos. finds the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Webster. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Smith, he's loose. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
The Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Levin. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. To running room. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Can't get him to the ground. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. They ran it on first down, now on 2nd. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Udo. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got grilled on that tackle.
Really great job by the running back there on the angle route on 3rd down. He sold it as if he was running to the flat, and at the last second put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face, making that an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
Looking for space. It's Udo. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And how about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Udo. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the air, it's Levitt. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that third down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Now, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him. But they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
And it was year after year, man. He found so many elite athletes, such good recruiting in the state of Florida, and when the Seminoles get those guys, man, those teams fly.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown Seminoles.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
14.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to get the corner. Picks up the first down. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Arizona State 24, Florida State 14.
So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Caught near the sticks, it's Moss. Bernie on the Jets. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Brown has it. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Got some room headed to the goal line. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. Quarterback sneak trying to power his way ahead for a few. The sneak scores it.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Ready to try the point after. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Castellanos. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
On 3rd down, going up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him.
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half down through possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, the defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give as they work on that clock. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Here's a heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Washington State is getting dominated today. And friends, the folks in Pullman deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 28 to Oregon State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Extending the play. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. Smashes through the tackle. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Back to throw, it's Castellanos. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. Open space at the 25. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida State.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Udo. And he forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Udo. Finding open areas. Turning it on. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. He's got 93 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Tyson. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the running back. Bolt, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils! That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the fourth. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Florida State, 21.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. He's going up top here late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job at the back end.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Slings it downfield. Complete to the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on first down. The quick out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback moving. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
The Noles in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Under fire. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
He makes a grab. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, Florida State.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. DB's right up on the receivers. He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Noles! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And he tacks on the extra point. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. He's moving out of the pocket. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting